Hello everybody, I am starting a new adventure. Let's see how it goes. My name is Victoria Susan Pasaha Stevenson. I'm named after my grandmother in Yugoslavia, who I've never met, but I know very much about her through my mother and my aunt and my cousins from Croatia. She was Victoria Suzana, and her name was spelled with Viktoria, and then of course Suzana. My mother came to America in 1964, and when she had me, she Americanized it and spelt it the traditional way with the C for Victoria. Many of my friends know me as Susan or Susie or Sue. I always like to say it's Rob and Sue plus two. My husband, Rob Stevenson, he's the best in the world. My father, who's Czechoslovakian, he called me Suzka. Suzka in Czechoslovakian is Susan. So that's me. So I go by many names, and a lot of my professional friends that I work with call me Victoria or Vicky, or they know me as Sue as well. I'm a person with many names, and I have wear many hats too. I speak Spanish, I speak Croatian, and this is my cooking experience. Cooking is a passion of mine. I love the taste of food. Of course, that's why I'm a little hefty here, but that doesn't help when you have the European gene in you as well. So, this is my introduction. I hope you can learn some things. I have been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes when I was 40, pre-diabetes when I was 38. I've got rid of it. I got it back. So I had a little bit of a wake-up call in September. I have noticed that my sugars have been really high, and I have not been really monitoring my carbs like I used to. So when the doctor told me my A1C level was 8.8, and if it continued to go to 9.0, that he was going to start insulin shots, and I said, oh hell no. So that's the same day that I went to Crunch Fitness and opened up an account, my husband and I, everything we do together. We even smoked cigarettes, and it's going on 8 or 9 years now. That
About 10 years.
About almost 10 years that we quit smoking. So if we smoked, we smoked together. If we quit together. If we cheated on our smoking venture, we cheated together. So now my husband is on this health kick with me, and I love him to death. Everything we do together till death do us part. So now I have dropped my A1C level. It's 7.2. I don't have my next doctor appointment until May, so I like to give my doctor some good news that maybe my A1C level has gone down more, which I hope that it has. He high-fived me last time at my appointment when it went down to 7.2, so maybe I'll get a double high-five in May. So this is me. This is my kitchen. It's not a big kitchen. It's not the most grand kitchen, but it's an everyday, regular life kitchen. A little messy. It's sometimes fixed, sometimes not. Of course, my number one feature here is my spice rack. It belonged to my mother, Olga, who I love and miss very much. I made sure that when I left my childhood home that this spice rack came with me, and we stuck it right here next to the stove. Many of my friends who would come over, they're like, oh my God, that's a lot of spices. Do you actually use them? Yes, we do. We use them. It all depends what mood are we in. Are we in a Mexican mood, Italian mood, Hungarian mood? And then I have my other spices here as well that are for desserts because I have a major sweet tooth. I think that's a European thing. Just to let you know, if you don't know what some of the spices do, I will highly recommend ginger. If you have a problem with your meats being tough and chewy, ginger helps it to become moist and a little bit more softer. Our favorite and the number one staple in this house is garlic, fresh and or powder. If you're fighting high blood pressure or you have a problem with fluid retention, stay away from anything that has sodium. I do a lot of cooking with powders. It doesn't have to taste good to be salt. Powders are just as flavorful as salt. The only reason why salt is good, it opens up the flavors of certain fruits and vegetables. Accent is good for sauteing onions and green peppers and mushrooms or any type of vegetable that you like to saute. It brings out the juices. Salt will help do that. So does pepper. White pepper is another one that opens up the flavors to food. My mother, Olga, taught me that. Another one here, this is adobo, which is sort of like a Hispanic spice, but it's good for all meats. Chicken, beef, pork, shrimp, fish. That's one of my go-to favorites, and that was something, all of these spices here are basically what my mother used. So, and I know all my mother's recipes and of course the new ones and trying to be healthy. But these are all my go-to spices. So it all depends what mood are you in. Are you in the mood for Asian? Are you in the mood for Mexican? Are you in the mood for Italian? I have a palette that is a wide variety.